Hello, this is Mordred Viking, and I would like to welcome you to the second random stream. I just felt like playing a bit more Pillars of Eternity. I just got in from the pub. Only had 2 pints, so things shouldn't get too oops, almost spilled my drink. Too crazy, but it should be interesting nevertheless. So, what happened in the last session? Well, we successfully went through the first Cilliantlis area. This is basically a ruin that we had to hide in order to get away from the Biowatch. We had a third companion who died over here on this thing. She's like there. I did find out what these braziers do, by the way. If you light all of these, then there is then a path through the trap area. Otherwise, the whole thing is trapped and you can die. But we have a rogue with us, and he managed to fix that. I'm pretty sure that we have now finished in this area, so I would say that we just move onwards. Though we could actually just rest up before we do so. I think we will. Damage reduction, heal multiplier, movement, racial accuracy, consumable, damage versus flanked. I'm just looking at the different survival abilities to see if these would be worth getting. Like movement for a mage wouldn't be bad. Well, likewise the racial accuracy, rather than damage reduction. That's more of a frontline fighter thing. So maybe it is worth getting a bit of survival ability for us. And you will notice that there is only a set number of camping goods that you can carry. The limit, because of our difficulty, is currently 4. We are on normal. If we were on hard, that would be reduced, I think, to 2 or something. Is that limited by where you are? I seem to remember that being lower in the past. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, right, it's the pig. Yeah, that's going to get really annoying. So, let's get rid of the pig. Just put them in there if we can. Yes, we can. May as well put these items in there as well. Just keep them out the way. Quick items, you may as well grab the healing potion. Right! Onwards!
I'm here.
Hover over the icons on any character portrait to see what spells or abilities are currently affecting them. And here we are, we've made it outside. The bad thing has ended. The Biowatch is over. Nice and calm. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. We've got a little bush right there. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Uh-oh, that can't be good. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered. Or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Reading things hard. Oh, he did die. You awaken from your malaise. You awaken to find that your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Why have I become fatigued? I just rested. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. You find Heoden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Ooh, level 2. Marvellous. Actually, we probably should go character. And then... I don't remember how you do this. Oh, you click on it, don't you? That's it. Yes? Yeah. Woohoo! Level 2. Right, so I get 6 points that we can spend on new abilities. Different abilities will cost more points to go up, as you can see. So the fact that we have a high law already is a rather good thing, actually, because it means that we can go to a higher level for less. I'm not going to bother with mechanics. A little bit of stealth wouldn't go amiss, a little bit of athletics wouldn't either. Let's grab another point of survival. I guess 2 more of law, so we can just identify lots of stuff. That's going to be our raison d'etre. And we can get another level 1 spell. Somewhat tempted by Eldritch Aim. I'm somewhat tempted by Wizard's Double. Wizard's Double would make us tougher in that we can basically avoid one attack. Eldritch Aim would let us hit more stuff. I'm going to go with the Wizard's Double. +4 deflection until hit or critically hit. There is no other duration, so you can basically cast it and it just stays. Well, this one only lasts for 12 seconds. Yeah, I like spells with the long duration. Talents can be used to customize your character beyond your class ability choices. Some talents modify existing abilities, but others add new abilities of their own. A subset of talents are class specific, but most can be taken by characters of any class. So like Arcane Veil would be unique to a wizard. Conjures a protective shield of magic, dramatically boosting the wizard's deflection. 24 to 36 crush damage and a 2-meter push. So this shoves enemies away and does a lot of damage to them. I seem to remember that spell being quite good. Blast generates a blast on the target when using wand, rod or scepter, doing a modest amount of damage to all enemies in a small area around the target. That wouldn't be too bad, because I can see myself using a wand, rod or scepter a fair amount. What do staves do in this? Because once I have a staff, if that increases magical power, then I might want to use a staff instead. Acolyte's Radiance. Nuanced faith in the gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy similar to a priest's holy radiance. 1 per encounter, +9 endurance, and burn damage for enemies. Oh, that's pretty good. Apprentice's sneak attack allows a character to imitate the brutal, opportunistic strikes of a rogue sneak attack, taking advantage of opponents when they're at the most vulnerable. Grants apprentice sneak attack, plus 15% melee, plus 15% ranged. Nah. Aspirant's mark. The character has attuned themselves to the natural world like a druid and able to focus his power on an enemy with the effects of nature's mark spell. How am I able to get these? Man, there's a lot of them. Alright, I'm just going to kind of flick through these. If you want to see what these are, then go ahead and just pause it and then rejoin when you've read. I'm just going to skim read them, because there's a couple of these which I probably do want and a couple that I don't. Like this one. Yeah. Oh, temporary charm wouldn't be bad. Manifest an aura property similar to a paladin's zealous focus. Plus 4 accuracy. Novice's suffering. So basically, you're able to multi-class in a way and get some more skills, which belong to other classes, which you may otherwise not be able to get. Requires at least 15 seconds in combat. Having some of those wouldn't be bad. Wounding shot. Hobbles an enemy. Veteran's recovery, plus 3.6 endurance per 3 seconds for 54 seconds. That is a massive recovery boost. So if I was a paladin, for example, having this as a paladin would be huge. Massive self-heal. I don't remember these being in the game before. Weapon focuses. I can't really see myself needing a weapon focus. So that's for wands. Poleaxe, estoc, flail, wands, and warbows. What's the difference between a rod and a wand? Oh yeah, of course there's gunpowder in this. Marksman, plus 5 accuracy, 2 weapon style. Increasing his or her engagement limit to 1. I think that's the number of enemies that... So basically when you're engaged with an enemy, if they try and move away, then you get the attack of opportunity. And I think there's other bonuses as well, but I forget precisely what they are. So with hold the line, you can tie down more people. More reflex, more fortitude, more will. Weapon and shield style, but shields do slow down casting speed, so I don't think I'm going to need that. Plus 12 defense when disengaging. That one would not be too bad, because I can see us having to do that a fair amount. Plus 5% damage reduction, plus 20% burn damage. I do like me some fire spells, I must admit. I'm a great proponent of the power of fireballs. Shock, corrosion, frost. Quick switch. Okay, that switches between weapons more quickly. This one is nice. This is a heal. And I had most of my characters actually grab wound binding. Like even the non-utility guys. It's just really useful to have. And likewise that one. Once per rest, once per rest. This one is outside of combat while triage is in combat, I think. Doesn't say that there, but I'm fairly sure that's how it works. I'm somewhat tempted by blast, except the problem is I don't know if I'm going to be using wands, rods, or scepters, because I don't know what staves do. Quite like the idea of this one, but I'm not a frontline fighter. Also like the idea of, which one was it? Graceful Retreat. Or Scion of the Flame. You know what, we're going to go with Scion of the Flame. I'm going to burn stuff. Yeah, I like burning stuff. Let's go and steal the stuff that he had on him. We'll chuck them in the bank. Except, I do actually want the healing potion. Is that heal? +1 damage reduction for 300 seconds. Beer! Wait until we have a warrior for that. Oh, I see that. Deer cap.
The better part of valor.
Hello.
Easy now.
Alright, somehow I've gone into crazy spirit sense.
The better part of valor.
So the reason I'm sneaking around all the time is because you actually search for stuff when you're doing this. You can find hidden items. You can search all of those, interesting. And yes, I will pick up every single berry and mushroom and whatever I come across. It's just the way I play these games. Alright, let's see what this guy has. Vessel flesh, ×2. And I'm making them whisper. There's another one. Guy on a pyre being burnt. So this is a bit of a torture-y place. Walking into it makes them disappear. Oh, except it didn't. Not really. Small vessel flesh. Okay, now he's disappeared. Pick it up. Yes. Right, what's this thing say? This massive structure is formed of some adra and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Alright, I think it's time to leave this place. Aha! A map. So we can go back to the Valewood, I guess, and then on to Gilded Vale. It looks like we have to. Is this where we were last time? Like, am I going back to the caravan? Can I now loot all that stuff? Better not get into many fights.
Sleep would do me good.
Oh right, yeah, you're tired. So what does fatigue do? Minus 20% accuracy, minus 25% maximum endurance. Right, I'm going to risk sleeping here. Probably not a good idea. Oh. Oh no, it's only one. These aren't really grayed out. Healing multiplier would not do me any good. I kind of want the movement or the racial damage, but we will wait with that. Oh, I'm just having bad dreams, I think this means. Oh. Alright, we are now out of healing materials. Oh, camping materials even. And we've got another one. Huzzah! Never will you hear someone getting so excited about seeing bits of wood. Oh, who's that? I see you. Try to get away from me. There was definitely someone, like, hiding and stealthing along here. I saw them. Apparently they don't want to come out, though. Oh no, it's still there. Okay, I'm just seeing things. Never mind.
Let's keep quiet.
Well, I'm just a wizard on his own. I'm going to be a bit more stealthy. Though my stealth skill sucks. At least I have a little bit of skill in it. I don't remember if armor reduces your stealth skill. Might do. Oh, who's this? There's definitely some joker running ahead of me. Nothing to loot there. I'm surprised. Where'd that guy go? Young wolf. Right, let's do a quick save. There might be some stuff over here that I want. Ooh, another one. And a scroll of restore minor endurance. Requires 2 lore. Right, of course, I can use scrolls because I'm a lore master. Marvellous. Even for spells I wouldn't ordinarily be able to cast. Right? What would that be? Ah, here it is. Yep. Friendly AoE. 14.5 endurance and a range of 5 meters. Shares a portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring some endurance to all allies in the same area of effect. Okay, that's going to be interesting. That's definitely something I could not do before. Right, you have 4 damage reduction. I have a chance of hitting you of 51%. I take it that means. I think I'm just going to hit you with an arcane assault. Which, of course, immediately misses. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do, no, it's too late now. I did not mean to disengage that. We got this. It's fine. We have a 50% chance of hitting him. And he apparently has a lot less chance of hitting me. Victory is ours! Huzzah! Settler's Arrow.
The better part of valor.
Damn right. Sneaky, sneaky time. Bear Cave. Yeah, we're not going there. Not on my own. Oh, I can go over there.
Easy now.
Be quiet. Zaurip Camp. 3 Zaurips. Don't really have an AoE. Oh, yes I do. We'll come back this way. I'm going to see if there's anyone in Gilded Vale who'll come along and help me. Pretty sure there is. In fact, we're just going to go to Gilded Vale. Screw this place. We beat a young wolf. We're awesome. We've proven that. Right, there it is. Oh, hang on. Hello, person. Naunton.
Well met, friend.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression terse and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. What's your hurry? The man looks down at the tent and then at his hands. I mean to follow my own advice. Come out here on a hunt, me and my friend of mine. Thought we'd bring a stag home. Eat something other than bread for once. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly. He didn't make it. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? Name's Naunton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before blah 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 blah. What happened? We didn't see it coming. Naunton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag, Pearly. He saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before he knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. And this time, Gallowayne's favour fell upon the bear. In a cave, a ways up that way, he points towards the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Farewell. Alright, let's go Gilded Vale. Let's actually have a look at the map. Right, yeah, Defiance Bay. I remember spending a lot of time there. Deerford Village. Hearthstone Elms Reach. I remember going there. Doesn't go much north. Weapons and shields grant bonuses that stack with the bonuses of other weapon item types. What do staves do? Right, let's have a look around Gilded Vale. That is a nice looking tree. Note the sarcasm.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child? An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children, born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they're a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name, Widewind's legacy, stuck in honour of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. Lord Radric decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. I'm not going to tell him I've been feeling strange. I think I'm going to say I saw several people conducting strange ceremony in the ruins. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath had mercy. We certainly have. Maybe. Like I said, it's best to stay away from these sorts of places. Well, I have to tell him that I've been feeling strange. Great.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
He
Consider
pointed.
yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come at us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. We will know the details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps. That is not your concern. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. I'm not going to accuse him of threatening me. I'm just a little old mage. Young mage.